Hey gang, it is time for the video of the day. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome. Well, been a lot to do on the weather. In my last video, whether or not, we talked about the weather a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, this is crazy. Now, my understanding is it's supposed to get up into the 70s later today. Or later this week, later this week, which is kind of nice. Because, well, we'll get into that later. It's kind of nice for later on in the week. Problem is, I think it's going to rain, and that's not going to be good. Well, we'll get into that later as to why it's not going to be good. In any event, springtime is here, and the other day on the radio, I actually caught a baseball game. Baseball is here, and it's going to be here until October, so you better get used to it. I never really, I mean, I was big at baseball when I was in school. But the more I worked, the further away from it I got. And I can remember times when I worked for Michigan Web Press, sitting in downtown Detroit in Greektown, waiting for the artwork for the Detroit Metro Times newspaper, and it being late, and sitting there and listening to the baseball game while I'm waiting for the artwork to get done. Same thing when we were printing the Trading Times. I'd be over in Livonia. I'd be sitting there listening to the Tigers play, and sometimes I'd be en route. I'd be going somewhere, coming back from somewhere, and I'd be listening to the Tigers game on the radio. But you know, as an over-the-road truck driver, unless you have satellite radio, it's a little hard to do. Keep up with your favorite teams. Now, you know, I'm here in Missouri, and I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm sorry, I'll never be a Royals fan. That ain't going to happen. I'll be a Cardinals fan, but not a Royals fan. Sorry, it won't happen. I'll always be a Tiger fan. In any event, even here in Missouri, to listen to the Cardinals games, I don't even give it a thought. You know, yeah, I know they're playing, but I don't give it a thought. Because with baseball, they pretty much play every day. But hey, baseball season is here, and that means springtime is here, and summer will be here before we know it. And the first person that complains about, oh, it's too hot, is going to get punched in the face. Hey, you remember back at the beginning of April when it was freezing? Remember that? And we'll complain all summer that it's too hot. Then we complain all winter that it's too cold. We can't make up our mind. Anyway, this weekend is a very important weekend. Now, y'all need to make note of this. Okay? If anybody has to work on Saturday, you should get double time pay for working on Saturday. Okay? Because Saturday is a national holiday. All right? It has been for the last... This Saturday, it'll be 49 years. Now, you'll have to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. Because I'm not going to say it. You'll have to figure it out. But it's a national holiday. And it's going to be warm. And I'm going to be home. But it's probably going to be raining. Does that every time I go home. Weather's beautiful right up till the day I get home. And then it goes to poop. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Makes no sense to me. Anyway. Today is our big day. It's our, they're calling it consolidation. I'm calling it transition. Usually, the frozen foods and the dairy and deli go out in the daytime on the same truck. And then at night, the meat and produce go out. Well, what they're doing now is they're taking the dairy deli and putting it on the meat and produce truck. So it's going out at night. That should be fun. Tonight will be my first load doing that. It's going to be very interesting because they said we would only have 2 stops. But to only have 2 stops, I mean, you can get 27 pallets on a truck. I think you might be able to cram 28 on there. So that means 14 pallets a piece. I've had meat and produce trucks where I've gone to one stop and they unload 13, 14 pallets. So I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Hey, maybe they'll be sending 2 trucks to the same store. I don't know. They've done that before. I know around Christmas time they'll send you to a store and all you'll have for them is produce. Okay? And then you leave and an hour later another truck shows up and all he has is meat. I always thought they should have done it that way. I don't think they have enough trailers to do it that way. Send out produce, 1 truck of produce, 1 truck of meat. And they got, 5 stops. 1 truck of produce, 1 truck with meat, and then 1 truck with frozen dairy, 1 truck with frozen, and the other one was dairy deli. But I don't think it works out quite that way. But in any event, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll keep you guys updated on how the transition goes and how things work out tonight. But I'm going to wrap this up and get it on. I know this has been kind of a goofy edition. I've been doing a lot of them lately, and sometimes I just run out of things to talk to. That's why I need your help. I need you guys to help me. Give me ideas. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want to hear? I mean, do you just want me to get on here and be goofy? I can do that. Anybody can do that. All right? I have a talent for it. Not only can I be goofy, but I have a talent for being goofy. So remember, like, comment, and share. And in the comments on this, now if you can't do it on YouTube because you don't have a YouTube account, you can do it on Facebook. Comment and tell me. It's a national holiday this weekend. If you have to work Saturday, you should get paid double time because it's a national holiday. Now y'all tell me what national holiday is this weekend. And we'll see if you get it right. There's only one national holiday coming up this weekend. Sometimes Easter falls on the same day as this weekend, but not this year. All right? So I'm going to wrap this up, get it together, put it on for you. And until next time, this is Greg, the Crazy Trucker, saying, see ya!